Welcome to online class. I welcome my dear students of Sayaviti Society High School, Gazipur. And today I am going to discuss about English second paper, topic connectors for the students of class 10. Before discussing about connectors, we have to know that what is connector. The word or the words which may connect two sentences or two words, these are called connectors. Many of us think that connectors only connect two sentences. This is absolutely wrong. A connector may connect two sentences, two words, or with a subject or a noun. Connectors is such kind of a word which helps to complete the meaning of a sentence. But many of us cannot identify the words which are connectors. I welcome my students to join with me. I will try my best to make you understand about connectors, and besides this online class, you may take help from your textbook. Let's go to board. And here I am going to discuss about connectors for the students of class 10. And if you go to the exam hall, you will find the question about connectors as like is this: complete the following passages using suitable connectors. Here there is a passage dash, I were a rich man, I would help the poor people. People living under poverty line has the hope of a better days dash, they do not get dash, they dream of dash, their condition is getting from bad to worse. The only way, the only thing dash they need is nothing but education. And if you go through this passage and how you will complete this passage with suitable connectors. And you know that, and if you go number 1a, if I were a rich man, I would help the poor. And this is also a completing sentence. This is also a rule of completing sentence. I have discussed with you. People living under poverty line has the hope of better days. Though they do not get which they dream of, but their condition is getting from bad to worse. The only thing which they need is nothing but education. If you find this, and this is connector, and this connector helped to fulfill the meaning of this sentence. But here, in case of this connector, you see, people living under poverty line has the hope of better days, though they do not get which they dream. And this connector connected these two sentences. And if you go through this passage again and again, and you will get better opportunity to make you understand and about connectors. Now I am going to show about some connectors. And there are, if you go through your book, you will find the connectors if, though, least, because of, in spite of, so that, which, where, when, firstly, secondly, finally. For an example, such as, therefore, as if, as though, etc. These all are used as connectors. But before using connectors, you have to understand the meaning of these connectors. Now, I am going to describe about the meaning of these connectors. If you don't know the meaning of connectors, and it is not quite possible to match your connectors with the filling the gaps, with the rest of the sentences. But firstly, you have to know the name of the connectors, then you have to know the meaning of the connectors, then you have to understand where you have to set up, you have to write the connectors where necessary. And if you don't know the meaning of these connectors, the meaning of the given passage, you will not be able, you will not be capable to fill in the gaps with suitable connectors. Now I'm writing the some Bengali meaning of these connectors. You see, and you have to memorize these Bengali words for your easiness, for your necessity. But you have made sure that these connectors have to adjust with the filling of the gaps with that given passage. These are which, where, when, why. These are the relative pronouns. And if you find any things, any materials, any animals, any baby, in that case you have to write which. And if you find any place, and there you have to write where. And if you get any time, then you have to write when. And firstly, secondly, finally. For an example, and such as. As if and as though. The meaning of the as if and as though are same. You see the some Bengali meanings: if, though, least, because of, in spite of, so, so that, which, where, when. These are relative pronouns. And firstly, secondly, thirdly, and for an example, and such as, and therefore, as if and as though are same. And these are the Bengali meaning. And these are not only the connectors. There are lots of connectors, and you have to understand. Now I am showing a few among all of the connectors. Now I am going to show you, I am going to discuss about another passage. You see, the old man walks slowly, dash, he might fall down. This is also a rule of completing sentence. But in case of grammar, you have learned from class 1 to class 10, all the grammar are connected with each other. So you have to memorize, you have to remember, you have to identify which are related between each other. And this is the role and which is connected with the completing sentences. But here, and you have to write also it is used also as a connectors. For an example, you see that the old man walks slowly, and here, and what what connectors will you write? And here is list. You see, list. List is a connectors, and the meaning of the list, you see, the meaning of the list here, I have written here, Bengali, that the old man walks slowly, lest he might fall down. And what is the meaning of these all the sentences, all the sentence? And the old man walks slowly, lest he might fall down. This is the rule of completing sentence. And if you write down here list, and you have to write you have to add might or should after the subject of second part of the sentence. So in case of you have to write down the list, and this is important. And I'm showing another thing. Another connectors, you say here I have written the man is poor, dash he is honest. The man is poor, but he is honest. Here but is a connector. But is a connector. It connected these two sentences. You see this. Then dash the man is poor, he is honest. Here this is the beginning of the sentence. Dash the man is poor, he is honest. Here, and you have to write though. Though the man is poor, he is honest. You see, though is a connector, and this connector connected this noun. This connector connected this connected with this noun. Okay, and after connecting this, after adding these connectors, thus the meaning of the sentence has completed. So connector is not only that type of word which may connect two sentences. It also connect with a noun, with a subject, with two words. Okay, and there are lots of connectors, and I hope and believe that you will go through your textbook also. The trees are our good friends. They give oxygen, wood, food, dash, medicine. You see, the trees are our best good friends. They give us oxygen, wood, food, dash, medicine, and medicine. And itself is a connectors. You see, medicine is a noun, and this connector added itself with this noun. Okay, and is also a connector. And or but, these are also connected. And means, or means, and but means. These are the meaning of and, or, and but. I request my students to exercise, to practice all the exercise of your given textbook. Okay, now I'm discussing another more item of connectors. Rohim could not go to school dash his illness. You see, this is a sentence. You have to fill in the blanks with a suitable connector. Rohim could not go to school because of his illness. You see, because of his illness. Because and because of. What is the difference between two connectors? Because also a connector, because of also a connector. Because means this, and because of means this. This is the reason. This is okay. This is the okay. Because Rohim could not go to school because of his illness, and such kinds of, if you find such kinds of illness, sickness, weakness, this is, then in place of you have to write because of. Okay? And I am showing another role of connector. You see, I went to school. I went to school, dash my illness. Okay? I went to school, dash my illness, in spite of my illness. The meaning of the in spite of, okay. I went to school in spite of my illness. This is a positive sentence. This is a positive sentence, but the previous sentence which I have discussed a few minutes ago, that Rohim could not go to school because of his illness. That sentence was a negative sentence. He could not. So if you find in a negative sentence, you have to add here because of. But if you find in a positive sentence, you have to write down in spite of. Here, I went to school in spite of my illness. These connectors are these connectors are very important, and I hope and believe that all of my students are making understand. Their mind is calm and cool, and they are happy, and because all of our teachers are trying their level best to make you understand your lessons through online classes. You see, the man speaks dash. You see, I have written a sentence here. The man speaks dash he were mad. This is also a role of completing sentences. The man speaks as if he were mad. In case of as if, and you have to write down the word where after, if you find the subject is he. Okay? In case of as if or as though, you have to write down the past form of auxiliary verb in the second part of the sentence. So the man speaks as if he were a man. The meaning of the as if and as though, okay, this. And this is another role of connectors. And you see, dash I were a king, I would help the poor. Here I have written a sentence. Here, if I were a king, I would help the poor. If this is a connector, this connector already have taken place before the subject. This connector added with this subject I. Okay, these connectors helped to make the complete meaning of this sentence. If I were a king, I would help the poor. As like as this, if I were a bird, I would fly. Here, if is connector. If is used as a connector. And you see that You see, Dhaka is a place. Dhaka is a place. Dash I live in. Dhaka is a place where I live in. I have already discussed that if you find any place, if you find any place, in that case you have to add where. Okay, Dhaka is a place where I live in. Where is a relative pronoun. Where, which, when, these are the relative pronouns, and as the relative pronouns, as like as they are also connectors. You see, 9 a.m. is the time when I go to school. When, this is a connectors. 9 a.m. is the time. This is a sentence. I go to school. This is a sentence. The two sentences are connected with a connector when, because, and this is a time. And if you find any time, in that case, you have to write when. Okay? This is the pen is costly. You see, which? This is the pen. This is a sentence. Is costly. This is a sentence. And these two sentences are connected with a relative pronoun or a connector which. This is a pen. Pen is a noun material. Okay, thing. So why I have written here which, and 9 a.m. is the time. This is time for why I have written here when, and Dhaka is a place. Place in case of I have written here where, when, which, why. These all are connectors. My dear student, I hope and believe that today I have discussed about a lot of connectors, where, which, where, as if, as though, although, because of, in spite of, but, and, or, these many things. I hope and believe that you all already have understood what I have discussed with you through this online class. And beside this online class, you will take help from your textbook. You have to do the practice at your home during this session. And I think that I have tried my best to make you understand about the connectors and how you will find a question about connectors. That filling the blanks filling the blanks with the suitable connectors, or complete the following passages with suitable connectors this way. And I hope and believe that you all will be grateful from this session today, and I will be better, and you will take care of your health during this COVID-19 session. Thank you very much. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow I will come again to meet you through online class. Thank you very much.